Hey y'all, I'm back with another video, and in this one I was kind of hesitant about uploading it because the set is really simple, but I'm going to be doing some encapsulated nail stickers, so I kind of wanted to show you guys the techniques that I use to achieve a clear nail when you're using stickers or decals. So the look we're going for is the different shades of nudes. So here I'm just showing her some swatches, and I don't know, what do you guys think? Would you go with the first set of swatches or the second set? Leave them in the comments and let me know how you would match these colors up. But I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go with the second set, only because it matches the stickers that I'm going to use. Now when it comes to the design, I'm going to be using these nude colors just as a full color. So I'm not going to do anything special with them. Each nail is just going to be one full color. And I see a lot of designs out there where they mainly use, just the colors to stand out. So it's just like one solid color, an accent nail, maybe a few diamonds. And that's hard for me to do, y'all. Like, if it's up to me, I want ombre, French, diamonds, glitters, cutouts. Like, sometimes I tell my clients, if I'm doing too much, stop me and tell me, because if I have the choice in it, I'm gonna be doing a lot. But on this set, I purposely press the chill button, and I kind of want the colors to speak for themselves. And as you can see, I'm going to go in and I'm going to apply those colors first. I'm going to go in and get those out the way. And I'm not showing it, but I do encapsulate each of these with clear so I can build my apex and get that strength. So to start my design, I'm going to be using the Angel nail stickers, and the inspiration that I'm getting from these stickers, I automatically think of like a picture and how you see layers in definition and dimension and all kinds of different things when you look at a picture. So that's the effect that I'm going for. So instead of putting these stickers on the top, I want them inside of the nail. So I'm going to start with a really sheer base of basically marble, and I'm using Valentino Classic Nude, and then I'm using a white and a couple of the nude colors that I also use. But I'm being really sheer when it comes to this marble because I'm going to go in and just continuously layer and build on top of it. So the thing about acrylic marble is that you have to work with wet beads. So what I like to do is I'll pick up one wet bead, place it on the nail, and then I'll quickly pick up another bead and I'll either place it on top or right next to that first bead, and then just lightly swirl those colors together. And you don't want to dig your brush all the way down. You just kind of want to graze over it and just barely move the product. You don't want to do too much, but you just want to kind of show it where you want it to go, and then just, let it be. So now that my first nail has dried, I'm going to come in with a white gel polish and a striper brush, and I'm just going to create lines. I'm going to start giving this marble some definition. So once I've done that, I'm going to come in with a nail art brush that I have dipped in acetone, and I'm going to lightly tap over those lines. So When you do this technique, you can do it with gel polish, or you can also do it with Sharpies. And I've also have bought the ink from Michaels. You can do it with that too. But when you do this, just know that you have to kind of keep playing with it, keep pushing the product around until you see fit. And that's the thing, you got to just keep adding those layers and kind of take some away, basically till it looks good to you. Now after I've done my first layer, I'm going to come in with a second layer, and this layer I want you to see more of the white lines. So the first layer is more of the dispersed and smoky effect, but this layer I kind of want you to see more of the white lines. So to get that effect, I'm not going to go directly on top of the line, but instead I'm going to take my brush and basically come from the side. So I'm only tapping the side of the line. So one thing you want to keep in mind when you're creating a marble nail is that it's all very random. There's no straight lines, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You'll see me create one line in one direction, and then I'll come in the opposite direction and create another line. So just have fun with it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. And once I have both nails done, I will have her stick her hand in the lamp for at least 60 seconds. So now I'm going to come in with my angels, and the good thing about these is they're stickers, they're not the water decals. They're going to go right on the nail and stick. And even though they are stickers, you still have to go in and basically press it into the nail and smooth it out. So when you're encapsulating stickers, that's the most important thing. You want it down all the way. You don't want those stickers sticking up, because that's going to interfere when it comes to your encapsulation. So once I have the stickers in position, you want to start picking up your clear. So I take my brush, I press it down into the bottom of the dapping dish so that all the air bubbles are out of the brush, and then I pick up a wet bead. Once I pick that bead up, I point her finger down, and then I place it, and then I just allow the product to flow. I kind of touch the back of the cuticle area, but then I'm not going to touch the top part at all where the sticker is at. I'm only going to tuck in the sides to basically kind of keep it through the center of the nail and just let it flow evenly. I'm not going to touch it at the top where the stickers are at, because if you disrupt that, sometimes the color can come off. So I'm going to just basically kind of keep it into place with this first layer. Think of this first layer as just coverage. You just want to get the clear onto the stickers. You want it covered. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come in with a very wet bead, place it at the cuticle, and the main thing is point that finger down. When you point it down and you place a wet bead, that product is just going to run directly over that nail, and gravity is just going to bring it down. And all you have to do is tuck in the sides and make sure that it's covering the whole entire nail. So the goal is not to work the product so much, because when you use your brush, you create more air bubbles, and then also when you're working with stickers, you don't want to risk the chance of rubbing off the color when you come in contact with it. So now that that nail has had time to dry, I'm going to come in and I'm going to start building my apex, and I'm going to start smoothing out the surface of the nail. Now I'm still working with a wet bead, because remember, anytime you're doing glass and you're doing clear nails, you still want a wet bead. So this bead is still wet, but I'm just smoothing it out. And y'all, I have noticed when I'm doing like glass nails, I use more beads. And I know it's because, I'm working with wet beads. So sometimes they kind of just run into each other. So you have to make sure that, you're creating your apex in the right place. Once I have her all done, I'm going to come in and start my finish filing, and I'm just coming in with a fine carpet bit, and I'm going to go over her cuticle area, and then I'm also going to go through the surface of the nail and smooth out any lumps or bumps. Once I've done that, I'm going to come in with my hand file, and I'm going to create her shape. And the shape that we're going for today is the tapered square. This hand file that I'm using, it's from Nail Couture, and it's the metal hand file, and you just buy the replacement files. I think this one is $180, but I love them. They're sturdy, especially when you're trying to create that sharp shape. These are really good. And y'all, this is my baby girl. This is my daughter, and she wanted diamonds, and she hardly gets diamonds because she's a hard worker and she's kind of, rough on her nails. But I said, okay, this time I'll give you diamonds. So I used my Ugly Duckling Stick It. That's the only one that I use. I mean, it works really good for me. Clients come back with all their diamonds on, so I just stick with it. And I'm just using some AB crystals, some Swarovskis, and I'm gonna bling her up. And for the most part, when I'm adding crystals, I always top coat last. So I'll apply my crystals, and then I want to go around it and apply my top coat, because that's just going to give you it's going to basically seal those crystals in, so it's going to be a better chance of them lasting. So I do all of my crystals like that. is the completed set. I really loved how they came out. I love the nude colors and I love the angel and the marble nails. I really thought it came together really well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them down below for me. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see y'all in the next video.